Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics all focused on the drama instigated by Melle-mel when he took a swipe at rappers like Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne and others in his recent interviews. And for obvious reasons, most of the debates have been centered on his take about Eminem, and Melle-mel recently went on a rant to prove that Eminem agrees with all he's been saying about him, that Eminem agrees he's not top 5, and he did this by cherry-picking Eminem lyrics from over 2 decades ago. In the field of research, this is quote criminal and dishonest because there's more recent information on the subject from Eminem as recent as this decade, and we'll get to more on this in a bit as some have concluded. Melle-mel talking about hip-hop today is like listening to James Naismith's opinion on basketball today. Today we also have more from Kevin Gates on this drama that Melle-mel started, and TMZ caught up with him and he shared his thoughts on this situation. He started by saying this about Eminem: "He in my top 5. And he adds, "Cause he the truth. Who can make a song like Stan? Who has made a song like Stan? The artistry of it." And Kevin Gates' take on the Eminem is only top 5 because he's white got shut down. He adds, "Listen, I don't get into all that. There's only 2 type of people. It's real people and fake people. Real people do real things, fake people do fake things. I don't go off all of that." And when he was asked about his thoughts on Melle-mel's opinion, Kevin Gates added, "That's his opinion. I don't even care, to be honest." And he repeats, "Like I said, who could write a song like Stan? But like I say, that's my perspective. It's all about perspective. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion and their own perspective." And just for those who don't know, when it comes to rappers rating rappers, Eminem is the most mentioned top 5 rapper of all time. Kevin Gates just added to the stat, as he's got Eminem in his top 5, which is why I chuckle when I see people make ignorant statements like only Eminem quote stans rate him. But on the flip side, this could mean most rappers are Eminem quote stans. It's all about perspective, I guess. Now, selling millions and gaining respect of hip-hop veterans aren't the same thing. And based on this, a user expands, if anything, it's harder to be white and get respect in hip-hop. So it hindered him more than it helped, especially in the beginning to make it. People need to just give him his due. M is one of the most talented to ever do it. Dr. Dre said the same thing when it was a hindrance. Moving on, Melle-mel has reacted to the backlash he's facing. And first he called out Billboard for putting out the list, and he's in need of an explanation of how they came up with it.
Now what gives Billboard magazine or anybody the credentials to put that out is beyond me. And whoever wrote the list, I think he should step forward to try to clarify his rationale and his justification of putting out such a list.
But while I don't agree with Billboard's list, they explained the criteria in the article, something that they didn't follow consistently, but they did explain it's based on body of work/achievement, cultural impact/influence, longevity, lyrics and flow. Now keep this in mind, as Melle-mel made 2 points that are moot when he addressed Eminem and chose to jump to the conclusion that Eminem agrees with him, that he's only top 5 because he's white, because Eminem said this on White America.
But Eminem made a record. I guess the album was White in America, or the record was White in America, where he said that he would be as popular if he wasn't white. So now we basically said the same thing, right? And as a matter of fact, I'll let you hear it out of his own mouth. This is what Eminem says. Hit it.
Let's do the math. If I was black, I would have sold half.
This is odd for a couple of reasons. First of all, Billboard's top 50 isn't solely based on sales/popularity. If it was, why is Eminem number 5? The fact that Melle-mel chooses to ignore all the other metrics to focus on Eminem's color is quite interesting, to say the least. By the way, half of 220 million albums sold is 110 million albums sold, since Melle-mel refuses to do the math like most critics who quote the lyrics. As it still shows, Eminem would remain number 1, since we are now using hypotheticals to jump to conclusions. How about that? But there's more, as Melle-mel also quoted Eminem's lyrics to prove that they both agree that Eminem is not top 5.
And another record, Till I Collapse, named maybe 5 or 6 individuals, and he put himself behind these 5 or 6 individuals. And I had said that he wouldn't be in the top 5 other than the fact that he was white. But then he said that. So now my point, and it's very simple. If he basically said what I said, we said very similar things. How could what he say not be racist, but then what I said was racist. In other words, if he's right for saying what he's saying, then the only reason that I could be wrong is that I'm black and I said it.
Now, of course, the casuals think Melle-Mel did something by quoting lyrics over 2 decades old, but here are some more recent takes from Eminem on this. On Evil Twin, that released in 2013, over a decade after the lyrics Melle-Mel quoted to prove his point, Eminem stated, F top 5, B, I'm top 4, and that includes Biggie and Pac, and I got an evil twin, so who the F you think that third and that fourth spot's for? So why didn't Melle-Mel quote this more recent lyrics from Eminem, or this one from Eminem's last album on Killer? B, I'm number 5, what? -4. So basically he went on an 8-minute rant to promote his upcoming podcast using the clout he's generated from this drama. Hence reactions like, guy went on an 8-minute rant at the gym and Eminem probably doesn't even know any of this is happening, laughing my freaking bum off. Like, plug your podcast and go, grandpa, I don't care. Since he doesn't agree with Billboard's list, some are now asking, sir, if you don't agree with the Billboard list, talk about the Billboard people. Don't mention any rapper's name, especially the ones that have always respect you. Method Man already exposed Melle-Mel for what he is. Notice Melle-Mel carefully cherry-picked outdated lyrics when it comes to what Eminem believes is his position in hip-hop, and some are calling him out on this. Eminem has said a lot of things. People like to cherry-pick the ones that support their argument. In Evil Twin, he says he's top 5. He has also asked if being white got him all his success, then where are all the other white rappers that sell like him? Once again,
I feel like a lot of these veteran and legacy rappers are embarrassing themselves.
That will be all for now. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one.